Story is All for Me and None for You by Helen Lester. Grundy was a ball hog, and not only did he refuse to share his toys with Hampshire and Berkshire, but he helped himself to theirs. Grundy grabbed Yorkie's shoes even though he already had far more shoes than feet. And it got worse. Gruntly constantly snuck up on Woolsworth and Cluck and gathered more fluff and feathers so he would have the poofiest pillows. If there was something he wanted at all, it was all for himself. What a hog, snouted Hampshire, Berkshire, and Yorkie. He bestows new meaning upon the word, said Wordsworth wisely. Cluck, said Cluck, and nodded. She was a chicken of few words. Clearly, Gruntly's companions were fed up with his greediness. One day, as Gruntly was skipping along, wolfing someone else's donut and collecting illegal flowers, he came to a sign. The Parks Department invites you to a treasure hunt on Saturday. Oh, yes, exclaimed Gruntly, a treasure all for me. Gold up to my belly, silver to my snout, diamonds to my pointy ears. That's what it's all about. Hey! When Saturday came, Gruntly was ready for action. The park ranger explained the rules of the treasure hunt to the eager hunters. You will have to find 3 clues, she said. I will give you the first clue, and you must follow that. The other clues you will find on your way to the treasure. Ooh, said Hampshire, Berkshire, and Yorkie. A stupendous, superb opportunity, observed the wise Woolworth. Cluck, agreed Cluck. And over the starting line, yes, hissed Gruntly. I'm going to be number 1 and get all the treasure. All for me, and none for all. The park ranger called out the first clue. Number 1. Go 50 steps, then you will see. Clue number 2. Under the... See ya! Grundly was in such a hurry to be in the lead, he didn't bother to hear the rest of the clue. The others headed off to look under the tree. Gruntly was looking for the sea. Gruntly did not get far. Gruntly got wet. So he slogged back. As he passed the tree, the second clue, which the other hunters had left behind, blew right into his hand. Clue 2. To find the next clue and make sure you make your heart sing, go to the playground, look under the... Again, greedy Gruntly was so eager to be number 1 that he skipped the last word. I've got it, he snored. Look under the wing. And he looked under the wing of a bird he found. Well, several annoyed and squawking birds later, Gruntly gave up looking under the wing, so he hurried past the playground, where he tripped over the last clue, which his companions had tossed to the grass. Clue 3. To find your own treasure, turn left at the frog, and there will be under a... I know, cried it. Under a hog. And there will be under a hog. Yes, that makes sense. Gruntly galloped off again, zooming left at the frog and screeching to a halt. He was surprised to find his companions were already sitting on the log. But no time to wonder, no time to waste. There was time for some serious hog tipping to take place. Pardon me, move it, please, sorry, Woolworth, I didn't mean to say excuse you. When both the hogs had been tipped, with absolutely no treasure, beneath them Grundy paused and blinked. How could this be? No gold, no silver, no diamonds. Wait a minute, Grundy eyed the little bags the others were holding. What you got? Well, the little group backed away. Trail mix, they answered. Our treasures. That's it? Trail mix? Seriously? Grundy was almost speechless as his mind tried to replace gold, silver, diamonds with trail mix. This was stressful, but he did it. After all, trail mix was rather yummy, and crunchy, and sweet. Actually, it was very delicious. I don't suppose there might be some left for me? All for me? Gruntly's fellow hunters, fearing that he might grab at theirs at any moment, gripped the little bag so tightly that they cracked. Then Cluck the chicken, of a few words, strutted forward. She looked at Gruntly in the eye and said, "Cluck!" "Look," wondered Gruntly. "Look where?" Cluck pointed her ruffled wing towards the log. "Cluck!" "There?" asked Gruntly. And then Cluck got down on her knees, or whatever chickens have, and pointed at a very low way with her beak. "Cluck, cluck, 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 cluck. Cluck, 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 under the log?" Oh, now Gruntly gets it. Without even waiting, as Cluck yucked, "You betcha!" Cluck, 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 cluck. Gruntly looked under the log and grabbed his treasure. He was about to dig in, but wait. The others had saved it. No one had touched it, or taken it, or snatched it, or grabbed it, or tried to nibble, or gobbled, or hogged it. Gruntly was so moved by his companion's kindness and honesty that there was only one thing that he could do. Should he? Would he? Could he? Cluck, cluck, wondered Cluck, as Gruntly moved closer. Hampshire, Berkshire, Yorkie hugged their treasures, trembling. Cluck continued to wonder, and Woolsworth pulled the wool over his eyes. Gruntly looked over his companions. "All," and the little group took a deep breath. Gruntly just smiled. "Almost all for me, but some for all." Gruntly decided to share. The end.